All right, back on.
Yep.
Audio should be good now. You guys just missed our. Well, you didn't miss it. We did not do it well.
Yeah.
Our introduction. Yeah, I think let's do that again. Thank you guys for
just the full intro.
Full intro again. Full disclosure. We probably should learn how to use not by we, I mean the roadcaster a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I'm not learning that. That's a you thing. I don't even know what that is.
We had some mic issues yesterday at the FanFest too. I did a whole interview in French and the mic was not on. But
and it was a funny interview. There was 4 French people there, and they were just like clowning everything. I don't know what they were saying, but their energy was funny.
Well, we'll have some clips of that. But let's start from the top. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, and welcome back.
If it's podcast.
We were just...
It's live stream, not even the podcast.
Yeah. We were just recapping yesterday. We went to the FIFA FanFest in Queens. It's the first time I've been to Queens. It was cool. And we saw the France-Senegal game, and there was a lot of people there, not as much as we wanted, but it was a good turnout for, 3 p.m. on a
It was 2 p.m.
Tuesday.
when we got there,
2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, obviously people work, and we're in New York, and it's not like everyone's just frolicking around the streets with nothing to do. So it was cool to see people there, and we got to see the game, and it was fun.
Yeah, France, obviously one of the, now on Polymarket, the top choice for people to take it home. Personally, my top choice, and I think we'll go into the matches here in a second, but it was a poor first half.
Yeah.
And then they just came to life and they showed why they are the favorite. Mm-hmm. Mbappe showed why he is, obviously the player to watch here.
Yeah. Alongside
a few of the others that played yesterday too. But it was a very exciting day for football. Very exciting day for us. We also, we'll talk about maybe it's fantasy football, which the match day 2 lineups are locking tomorrow ahead of the next, the morning games. And today's the last day of match day 1. Mm-hmm. We had some really, really cool action, both on obviously the pitch as well as some fantasy football. We'll go over that as well. But happy to be here. And shall we jump into kind of like the recap from yesterday's games? Yeah,
let's do it. Well, obviously the first game was France-Senegal. I think that I honestly thought Senegal could win the game. When we left the event, I was like, I think they might be able to pull this off. But France is France, and they came back and scored. So, I don't know. I think that France could have had a better first half, but unlike Spain and other teams, they were able to, execute and finish the game on a good note. Mbappe only touched the ball 14 times, which is an interesting stat. Only in the first half, which is, the fewest number of players in the field, including the goalkeeper. So he really was not doing much. But obviously in the second half, he woke up and he was locked in.
Very locked in. I feel like the player of the match was Mike Olicedo. His through balls to Mbappe. Yeah. Obviously the assist, but also just through the game. He's got range. I mean, you would hear him when they were on defense.
Yeah.
And he was playing in their box, and then a couple plays later, he'll be one of the playmakers for France up front. Mm-hmm. But yes, Mbappe, the story of not just the game but of the World Cup. Is now the all-time leading scorer with 58 goals for France at the tender age of 27.
That is crazy. It's a lot of goals.
That is a lot of goals for a national team.
10-minute highlight reel.
Yeah. If you think about it, right? 10 seconds per goal, that's 580 seconds. Yeah, 10-minute highlight reel. Wow, insane. And obviously, I think, though, the first half, their performance, we talked a lot about, some of the other favorites or the top nations struggling to start the tournament. France had that the first half, but the second half it was not. It was really what you expect, and what I think we should expect with the rest of the tournament for Spain and all these other teams that maybe did not have the hot start that we expected.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, Norway, Iraq. I thought Haaland put on a show. But obviously we said that yesterday. I predicted it. That he's going to carry always. But I will say that the Iraq goal, the volley, top of the 18, beautiful.
Yeah, and obviously for Iraq, I think just super emotional. I think the guy who scored, his last name's Hussein. His father got assassinated as part of like the political violence over there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got like a really rough background, but like to score
And he's the one that scored?
Yeah.
Wow.
Second ever goal for Iraq, I think, in World Cups.
Yeah.
And just a good story, just a good feel-good story. I mean, they lost 4-1, obviously not the way you want to go off, but Haaland, again, truly one of the greats for the World Cup. It's scored 2 goals in his World Cup debut, which is really, really cool, because also scored 2 goals in his Champions League debut as well as Premier League debut. So this dude just scores, a scoring machine.
Yeah.
And you can see if you watch the game, guys and girls and Mibits and everybody watching this, the second goal, it was a mistake from the Iraq defense where they passed the ball back to the goalie, and Haaland is just this huge dude, and he just sprinted.
Yeah.
Literally scared the goalie into trying to clear it real quick, and Haaland just blocked the clear and went right in. So one of the people to watch. We swept some of his Panini blockchain cards early on for the Mibits Treasury. That's looking really good right now. But yeah, some really good stories there with obviously the Iraqi team, 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
We not to make light of the situation, but I do feel like there's some like really good memes that are going around right now, and just should we call it Futbol X, Twitter.
I honestly keep looking up when I try to go to Twitter. I look up Twitter, and then I'm like, no, it's not. It still comes up because I think it's just part of the programming of X, the app. But like, I keep forgetting that it's called X. Yeah.
So one of my favorite ones that I saw, and yeah, this is just making light of the situation. Obviously, Iraq was in a bad space with the dictatorship.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're much better now without, as a democracy. But I thought this was really funny. George W. Bush as Haaland, just given the performance that Haaland had versus Iraq.
It's again, it's loading for me.
But I think the real story...
That's crazy.
Yeah, but my favorite thing to come out of this match, though, was the fact that there's 3 players in the Norway team. Thorsvedt, Haaland, and Sorloth. I hope I'm pronouncing that not too bad.
That's crazy. They all look so alike.
They're the sons of 3 Norwegian players that played at the last World Cup in the US in '94. And I believe that's the last time Norway played in a World Cup. They're literally like their sons.
Yeah.
Which is wild to think about. It's the first time
that's so full circle.
Yeah, 3 sons of former national teammates are now playing and representing, their country. Crazy. We have another father and son story for later on. And
I wonder if they're friends.
They gotta be friends.
Yeah.
They probably grew up all playing together.
Yeah, for sure. And Norway's like, I feel like everyone knows everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's to me that was like one of the really, really cool stories about. Actually, another funny story before we go into the game, just to like touch back on our old friend, the Cape Verde goalie. As you guys know, he's went from 40,000 followers clean sheet versus Spain to now he's got more followers than like the top football player. Like
what is he at, 11 million?
Something like 10, 11 million. He's got more like Patrick Mahomes, and he's got more followers than like Wemby and like almost anybody in American sports. I think there's only one, maybe like Tom Brady has more followers than him. But anyways, dude.
Tom Brady's like established. Like this is crazy. This is overnight. How do you spell again?
He goes by, I had it, I forget. It's probably just Cape Verde goalie. But anyways, the funny story now for him is that somebody went through his follows and he went back and spent the night following back 2,000 women.
I literally sat there and I was like, how did he like see who was following him? Because when you're getting a ton of followers, it's just like this. Like you're not seeing it. And these are all like girls he might be interested in. I don't know. Is he married?
I would hope no, because that's like not good.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm not saying that it's stereotypical to be married at 40, but I don't know, maybe.
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of friends. In New York, it's Peter Pan syndrome. There's a lot of 40-year-olds that are not married. But I think I think
New York needs a little bit more of some chivalry. Christian chivalry. Yeah. I think it's...
This is dudes being dudes, though. It has nothing to do with New York.
I think dudes need to not be dudes.
Well, if following back 2,000 women out of the 40 million followers he gained, it's just funny because he's in the middle of a concentration for a World Cup. And they're in the I mean, now after that tie, they have a potential shot at making the knockout stage, given how, there's so many third places that qualify for knockout stage. And dude's just sitting there following women back.
I'm really interested to see his performance next game. I think he'll do great, obviously, but it's so hard coming off a game of like this much respect. I don't know. He played so good. It's hard to like top that.
Is he distracted now?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think that all these players are doing sly stuff on the sideline.
Okay.
I know that, actually. I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any stories to share?
No. Not personally.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither. But, okay, cool.
What is this face mask? I know that they have one for the noses, but like...
Oh, we're not showing that yet.
Oh, it's...
You're just seeing the preview. But we'll show that here after we talk about Argentina versus Algeria.
Okay.
Which was probably the most, expected outcome to reality. Mm-hmm. Like, people expected Argentina to win. I think you had them 2-1, I had them 2-0 or something like that. The match started out great. It was 2 goals one each side that got called back for offside. The Argentina one was clearly offside. I think Algeria won. I mean, they should just let it slide because it's Algeria playing Argentina. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
But obviously the big story of the match is Messi at 38 scoring his first ever hat-trick in a World Cup.
Yeah.
And he's like the oldest player to ever do that, which is wild. But
he plays like he's 20. Like, he's just so fluid, and like the goal he scored 1v1 with the keeper, the way that he didn't shoot, pulled back, and then shot, it's just like, that's just Messi for you.
How does it feel as a goalie to have somebody like that? Was there like a player like that you played against at either LSU or your other college?
Yeah, there was, when I was at San Diego, we played Stanford a lot, and they had forwards that were just class on the national teams, and like, if they scored on me, I'd be like, it's fine. You deserve it. It's better than like a cheap goal to give up, you know. Fair. And if I was thinking about this, I watched the goalie get scored on, and I was like, if I'm Algeria, I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm honored to get scored on by Messi.
Yeah, Messi. I mean, you're the goalie that gave up the goals that put Messi into the all-time highest scorer for the World Cup.
See, maybe that's not a great thing, but just playing against Messi, I'd be like, yeah, this is worth it, no matter what the score is.
Okay, well then now we can actually transition into the face mask, because talking about the goalie for Algeria, he's actually the son of Zinedine Zidane, the legendary French player and coach, the goalie's, his name is Enzo Zidane's mother is Algerian or of Algerian descent, and he chose to play for Algeria to honor the sacrifice that his immigrant grandparents made moving from Algeria to France.
That's so cool.
But I found this meme that I thought was really, really funny because, one, I love The Boys. I don't know if you watched the show or not. But two, the face of disgust that Zidane is making in that shot from the game as his son gives up, 3 goals to arguably the greatest player of all time, but still 3 goals in your World Cup debut. And this is that face mask you were talking about earlier. What do people use that for?
Usually if you have some sort of like jaw injury, but mostly they do nose, and it's like a meme. At least my friends, when they had it was like Batman, you're Batman, because you have like this mask that's like that.
Okay.
I don't know. It was some sort of.
This one looks like, I've never seen this one to your point.
I think it must be jaw or chin.
Maybe you just did Botox or something, and it's.
No.
I just feel like it would be so annoying.
For sure.
You've got to be
I think
sweating
it's blocking
underneath.
your vision.
It is blocking your vision. Maybe that's why you let 3 goals in, because you can see out the sides.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, you got to be sweaty.
For sure.
Like
it can't be good for your skin.
Yeah. Well, you really cares more about your skin.
Yeah.
Your World Cup.
True.
But, anyway, so that's Zinedine Zidane's son, and if you don't know football, you're like new to football. This time around, you have one of the greatest players of all time in Zinedine Zidane, and now his son is a goalie for Algeria. Diego's saying, Messi scored me 38 points on my FIFA fantasy with 38 years.
Dang.
Shout out to Diego.
Shout out, Diego.
He's like, guess who is happy in the chat? Hello, Sherry. Yeah. It's gonna be a good day for soccer today again. Football. Cool. So what other games do we have coming up today?
Well, we had Austria-Jordan.
We did have Austria-Jordan.
Yeah, but it was 3-1 Austria. And did we both predict that score? Was that the one we both predicted?
We both predicted France-Senegal 3-1.
Senegal 3-1. Okay. This one, yeah, I don't know. I honestly thought that it would be closer, I think.
I didn't watch it because it was like at midnight.
Yeah, but
I'm not surprised. Your average European team should beat your average.
Yeah. And Jordan, it's their first World Cup. They scored. There's more games to come in the group stage. There's still hope.
Cool. So let's move on to what's happening today. It's the last day of match day 1. And again, folks, if you are playing fantasy football with us, first of all, check your lineup, see how you did for match day 1. But match day 2, those lineups lock tomorrow morning. And you want to make sure you get those in because there's one ether up for prizes. Mm-hmm. And so, just an easy way to follow along the action, to participate. You don't need to know all the players. Now you've seen performances by different teams. So your defense scores 6 points if they don't give up any goals, and they lose 3 points each time they get scored against. Your midfield scores 5 points for a victory, 2 points for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. Mm-hmm. And your forwards score 4 points for every goal that country scores. And we'll set up a lineup for Mitko here at the end of the stream. We're gonna try to set the worst lineup to see how if we can go like negative points. Yeah. So definitely stay on. But it's a way for us to show you how it works, how easy it is to participate, how fun it can be. But then moving on, Portugal versus DR Congo, which is very exciting for a couple of reasons. Yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. My opinion, I wish he had another last name because there's like 2 existing really good Ronaldos and it just gets very confusing.
For me though, like he's the Ronaldo. And I think everyone in my generation probably. Obviously there's Ronaldinho and,
Ronaldinho, it's kind of sad because like Ronaldo Nazario or or R9, he really went by R9. Yeah. Or it was just Ronaldo really. He was so good. And then Ronaldinho, different types of play, but CR7. Anyways, he's one of the 4 or 5 players that are making their 6th World Cup appearance. Yeah. He is 41 years old. Yeah, Messi, Memo Ochoa, a couple of others. Yeah. Will he get? I mean, this is it for him to really. He's got a very close personal rivalry with Messi. Messi also already won a World Cup, obviously the last one in Qatar. Obviously, Messi put up a hat-trick yesterday. Mm-hmm. What is Cristiano going to do, considering he's got a really good, supporting cast with 3 starters from PSG, which just fresh off winning the Champions League. So Vitinha, João Neves, and Nuno Mendes, all Portuguese, all play for the Champions League champions PSG plus CR7. Could be Portugal's year.
It could be, and I think that they're gonna go pretty far in the World Cup if not win it. I think France will win it too, but I think France, Portugal are gonna be the final. So it's not like Lamine Yamal where he doesn't have as much of like a Spain or a team support. Ronaldo has a great lineup behind him, and I think that, like you said, competing with Messi, he's going to get goals today. I believe that. I think he'll have 2. A hat-trick, no.
Diego says that Cristiano is Messi's son.
I don't really have an opinion. I think that Messi's just more of a respectable player and person.
I think so.
So I think I like that. I want to see him succeed, for sure. But anyone winning, I'm happy for them.
I'll tell you what. I found another great The Boys meme about Cristiano. So obviously, I think he sees the rivalry with Messi much more, or he's made it more public than Messi with him. Of course, they both compete. But it's a funny meme where so here in the meme says, "You'll only pass it to me when you Bruno," and it's Homelander with I forget the name of the fish guy. Anyways, and
he's from Gossip Girl.
I know.
Yeah.
XOXO.
XOXO, best show ever.
It was, we had this discussion before. Gossip Girl is such a good show. Did you watch the second season?
Oh yeah, all of them.
I mean, sorry, the second
I watched it, but I don't.
It's not.
It was too Modern. Like, I liked how old Gossip Girl was, where it's just like no filter.
Who was your favorite character? Sabrina?
Serena, you mean?
Serena, sorry.
No, I don't. It used to be Blair, but
Blair Waldorf.
it changes a lot every time I rewatch Blair Waldorf. But then I like Serena. She's just a little bit like.
And when did you figure out Dan was Gossip Girl? I never did, honestly.
I never did.
Till the end.
I never thought he was, just because he's from like Brooklyn. Like, he was just like a very like down to earth, but he became not down to earth at the end.
Yeah.
But I would say Chuck, honestly, is my favorite. I think he's misunderstood.
You know what? I don't know who's my favorite. What's the other guy? Nate?
Nate,
I like Nate.
I like Nate.
I like Nate.
Dan, I never liked Dan, honestly. Never liked Dan. Never liked Vanessa. Georgina, hilarious. I respect her.
Yes.
Yeah, she was conniving. Rufus, I liked Lily. She was kind of like a backstabber.
Yeah. See, the range of the Meebits, guys, we go from talking about the boys, the deep Homelander, all the way out to like the supporting cast of Gossip Girls.
I've watched
characters.
it 6 times.
No
I know
way.
every episode to a T. I know what's gonna happen.
Did you watch the OC?
I did.
I think I preferred the OC.
I think the OC, no.
Well, it's because you're from that area, so maybe you know how like it doesn't really work. Like, yeah.
But that's kind of how high school was. Just like
really.
Yeah, it was
So
similar to
fun.
the OC, but obviously not the same. But yeah, it was a good show. I'm trying to think. One Tree Hill was good. 90210 for sure.
No, it was like the OC. No, sorry, it wasn't the OC.
Was it 90210?
No, which one am I thinking about?
Who were the characters?
Was it the OC? It was the OC, I think.
Like, yeah.
Was that the California song? The opening song? California?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was the OC, yeah. When you said 9210, I was like, wait a minute. No,
No.
you're right. Yes. What were the characters' their name?
It was Seth, Marissa,
Marissa was Blake Lively?
Ryan Atwood. No, that's Gossip Girl. You mean for Gossip Girl?
Okay. Anyways, this has been 20 years since I watched the shows in high school, but back to Cristiano. How many shots on goal do you think he's going to try to take?
10.
I think he's going to try to take every single shot.
But I think if he overdoes it, it's almost worse. Like, I think he needs to pick his moments.
Yeah.
It's better to have 5 moments, execute 4, than to have like 15, execute 2.
Fair enough.
Low quality, yeah.
Fair enough.
But then again, I'm not in his head, so I really don't know what he's going to do. But I think that obviously he wants to score.
And they're playing Congo too, which is, it's a team that's snuck in through the international playoff.
Yeah.
Very, very kind of like last minute there. They played in Mexico, that final playoff game. For me, the highlight of Congo though is they have this fan who wears this costume that is based on, I think, the founder of the country. So there's Congo and DR Congo. So this is DR Congo.
That's awesome.
He spends all 90 minutes like that. And he's done that.
His arm doesn't go down?
No. He's done that all for the qualifying and stuff. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's why it's amazing.
That takes pure strength.
Yeah.
And he has a straight face, like, he's
yeah.
so locked in.
And sometimes they carry him like a statue too, which is really funny.
Gosh. I love that. Like, those are the things about the World Cup that I love. Just like the uniqueness of the fan bases, and every country has a different song or everything, so it's cool.
I like it because I can compare it to American sports. You just set the songs things, right? Like, you're right, every country has a different song, whereas here it's all the same stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, I forget which show I was watching a long time ago, and the chant, I think, against the American team was, "You've only got one song. You've only got one song.
Oh my gosh.
You've only," because it's true.
Yeah.
Defense. We've talked about this before. It's
pretty cheesy too, but it's our song.
It is your song. It is your song. So obviously, big favorite is going to be Portugal here.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the odds. So Portugal 77%. I mean, the draw pays 5-1. Like,
I feel like it's a high percentage for the draw.
I think so too.
At least if you're playing Portugal, I don't know.
But
Seeing
again,
that Spain had 95%, I think people are probably a little bit more. realistic
I
now.
would think DR Congo is better than Cape Verde.
Yeah.
I would also think, okay, so Spain did not have two of their stars starting, which compared to Portugal with, as we said, like pretty much, three of their starters are
stars
at PSG.
Yeah.
And then obviously Cristiano. I don't know. We'll see. What other games do we have today?
England, Croatia in Dallas at 4 p.m. My whole coaching staff's actually there. They were
No way.
posting,
My best friend is a
Flying
volunteer
there.
in Dallas.
Really?
On like the video booth.
That's sick.
Shout out to Eli. I love you, bro.
I think that this will be a really good game.
Game
It's
of the
cool
day.
game of the day. It's a rematch from the 2018 semifinals where Croatia upset England 2-1 in extra time. I feel like we're seeing a lot of these rematches of the underdog beating these big teams. So it'll be a good game. I think England inevitably is going to come out with a win, but it'll be a good game.
Nice. Yeah, I cheering for England here, although we do have a beautiful Croatia collectible. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. We actually interviewed a few English fans yesterday.
Yeah.
At the France-Senegal watch party.
But they were cheering for Senegal.
They were cheering for, because, historical France versus...
But, it's crazy to see them, they're supporting, and they have jerseys for Senegal. So that's, I thought that maybe they were rooting for them, the whole team, but...
Yeah, be on the lookout for those clips. They'll be on our Instagram. We did some interviews. We went to the FanFest out in Queens.
Yeah.
It's funny because these guys were some of the few English fans that we've talked to that were actually bullish England's chances. And they were forecasting, a 4-0?
Yeah. They said 4-0 Croatia, something, and then they're like, we're going to make it to the final, we're going to win the final. They were very There's animated. A funny video. We'll post it on Instagram, but yeah.
57% chance for England. Sounds about right, with a 20% chance for a draw and 18% Croatia. I haven't really followed Croatia. I mean, England did not look good versus Japan in the prelims, which is the one match that I saw them playing, but they do have, obviously, we've talked about some of the older established players from the other big teams. In this case, Harry Kane, which is there among the top 3 for the Ballon d'Or, which is best player of the year. They have your boy
Jude Bellingham, if you're watching this.
And overall, obviously, the birthplace of Futbol.
Yeah.
It'll be great for England to...
They're just class.
To bring it back, right? That's their cheer. It's coming home.
It's coming home.
Football's coming home. We'll see. It's one of those countries that I would love to see pull it through. I'd rather have England than Portugal. Sorry to any Portuguese friends. We were just in Lisbon. I love you guys, but CR7, a little too egomaniac for my taste.
I like England. They're class. I could see them winning it, but I don't know who I want them to win. If I'd want them to win over France, I don't know.
Oh, that'll be a final for the ages, and that will be a rematch of kind of the country finals between the UCL, the Champions League, which saw a French team beat an English team. New York City will be pandemonium. Whoever comes to the finals will be pandemonium. It's going to be here in New York. But England in the final, imagine all the hooligans and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, all the singing.
That'd be so cool.
And we were just going through some of the memes on Twitter. We saw English fans, very particular cheer versus Scotland, even though they're not even playing them. Scotland, obviously, the early favorites to win fan base of the year.
Yeah.
Norwegians, though, did you see they were doing the Viking boat rows?
I didn't.
Yeah, so
That's so sick, though. I think their fan base was pretty cool yesterday.
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to try to pull it up here while we talk about the next game, which is, what's the next game? Ghana, Panama?
Yeah, it's in Toronto at 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time. They enter the tournament winless in their last 7 matches. So obviously you can say that affects their odds, but looking here on Mewtwo's Football, they're still 42% to win.
It's one of those games that could have been an email.
Yeah. So it'll be a good game. I think that compared to the other 3, it's less exciting for me to watch, but at the same time, it will dictate the 3rd place probably in the bracket.
Yeah, I guess. Panama from CONCACAF, we like them, but I do think Ghana here has the edge as well.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't won in 7 matches.
Chip on their shoulder. Now they have a reason to win. They're here. They made it for a reason, so it'll be a good game.
Let me share the video about the Norwegian fans. So first they were in Boston, at the Boston Garden, and they were doing the Norwegian Viking road up the escalator. Right here. My internet ever wants
that's
to
awesome.
work again. Yeah, maybe they'll come back here in a second. But they also did it at the stadium, which is, I think, it's more impressive.
Wow.
Because they do that, and they were doing it the whole day.
That is awesome.
Yeah, the Norwegian fans are awesome. The escalator one doesn't.
They should have a World Cup just based on fan bases.
Ooh.
Maybe one day we do that, a bracket.
Ooh, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. I feel like Mexico would be top 4.
Yeah, I would think so.
Honestly, like we love drinking. Mm-hmm. We love football. We have really good like celebratory music, like mariachi, cumbia, salsa, all that stuff just makes you want to dance. Like every morning I ride my city bike like a maniac with Mexican songs, and it fixes me every single morning before I come in. So I feel like Mexico. All right, chat. Top 4 fan bases.
Go, go, go.
Top 4 fan bases. If there was like, what's the semi-final of the fan base World Cup?
Yeah. And who's winning it? All right, and then our last match of the game, country that's dear to my heart. Spent a lot of time there when I was a TradFi bro. Colombia. Versus Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan in Mexico City. It's the 10 p.m. match day. So yesterday the matches were like 3-6-9.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 4-7-10. Interesting. The star there. So the famous guy is James, but he's kind of like, over the hill. It's Luis Díaz, who is a star Bayern Munich, and he's coming off an insane season for Bayern, obviously, and now for Colombia. 26 goals and 19 assists, and he will have to carry the team on his back, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is a game that inevitably they're going to win, I would say. But still, he's a stud. 26 goals in one season.
In Europe.
Bayern Munich. Obviously, he's a great team behind him, but still, that's wild. Uzbekistan is actually a team that we play in Armenia.
Oh, really? How's that?
We lost and we won one game against them. But we usually play Kazakhstan, honestly. A lot. We play them a lot.
How's that?
I like playing them just because, like, there's a rivalry almost.
Yeah. Because
we're always playing against them, so it's like, okay, we know what to expect, but at the same time, we don't. But, yeah, it's been really cold.
Is Kazakhstan as pretty as it looks on Borat in the movie?
No. So it's not pretty, but it's just not, I haven't seen much of it. Like, I've stayed in a hotel, and it's very unique buildings, I would say, that are cool. But my 22nd birthday I spent in Kazakhstan, and it was complete different time change, so I didn't really call my parents or anything on my birthday. And I tried to DoorDash, like, just a meal, it's my birthday, I wanted to, like, treat myself, whatever. And it never came. The meal never came. And they still charged me. And that's like the one grudge I have in Kazakhstan. They have good matcha, though.
That's insane.
Me and my teammates always need to find some source of, like, happiness in these camps. So we find matcha everywhere we go.
Okay. I would have not called that my happiness.
It's my happiness.
I think a good burger after a match probably my happy space.
We have this term that my teammate made. It was like matcha mogging.
Matcha mogging.
So, like, if you walk by someone in the street and their matcha is greener than yours, you have to throw it away because they mogged you.
Oh, so it's on the color, not the taste.
Yeah.
That's so Gen Z. Appearances.
Well, because if it's like light green, then there's too much milk in it. But if it's like the perfect amount of green, the matcha's good and it's ceremonial.
Well, what if it's more green than it should be? Then it's probably quite bitter.
But it can't be dark green because it's just not physically possible. Because the powder itself is like a medium green.
What if the milk was bad and then it's like dark milk?
There shouldn't be dark milk.
I don't know.
You can make it with coconut water, and that's when it's like the greenest. But it doesn't taste as good.
But then will you win the matcha mogging conversation?
Well, you just don't even speak about it. You walk by each other and you're like, shoot, okay, that matcha just mogged me.
And then what do? You just like throw it away?
We don't actually do that, but like that's what we say.
Yes, you do. You're right.
No, that's what we say. That I know, but that's like our phrase. You don't actually throw it away though. But it's just like, oh, I just got matcha mogged.
Matcha mogged.
Just because it's like $7, you're not gonna just chuck it away. But yeah,
I feel like I want to go get matcha.
I know. Matcha sounds good.
All right, let's see. So those are the matches for today, right? There's not late night match. No, that's it. Still, I think a lot of things to discuss. Fantasy football with the Meebits.
Yep.
Something that everybody should be playing.
So make sure you submit it before tomorrow for match day 2.
Yes. So let me show you guys what that looks like here. And I just lost my OBS. There we go. So if you have not played, this is where you go. So maybe it's Futbol. You go to fantasy football right here. You will see all of the cards that you have available. I don't think you can see this one. Sorry.
I know. I'm like waiting.
Sorry.
I look like a bot right now.
First of all, so this is the treasury wallet that we have, which has got like 500 of these things because we have a buyback program, and we have our whatchamacallit. Yeah, people want to send it back or sell it back to us, they can. And so we have a ton of collectibles here. So this is our album. And then you go to fantasy football, you go to build lineups, and you can build a lineup. So I'm going to create a lineup for match day 2. We're looking for the worst possible lineup, or like the least, like the worst performer.
The one that's going to get docked the most.
Right. So that's going to be the worst defense.
All right.
So I feel like we only have a couple of choices here. Mm-hmm. So obviously the top contender for worst defense so far has been Curaçao, but we don't have Curaçao in the game.
Okay.
So we have to find somebody else.
All right.
Who were the other ones that lost big time? So obviously Iraq yesterday to Norway.
Yeah.
Was Iraq.
Algeria 3-0.
Also not teams that we have on the game. This is where it gets fun and a little bit complicated because there's only 30 teams in Meebits Futbol.
All right.
So maybe let's look for like somebody like Qatar. Who's Qatar playing?
Qatar went 1-1.
Yeah, but it was kind of like accidental, right? Like it was against Switzerland.
I feel like Qatar.
Or Saudi Arabia. No.
I think Qatar.
Qatar will be the worst defense. Okay, we'll line up Qatar. And then for our midfield, we want a team that will lose again. I mean, Senegal lost 3-1.
Let me look up.
Who are they playing next?
Are they in the thing?
Yeah, they're in the game. So we have, I'm going to read just some of the countries that we have available here for you. Saudi Arabia, Colombia, Qatar, Croatia, Morocco, Scotland, Croatia again, Austria, the USA, Ecuador, Australia, New Zealand. And New Zealand, they kind of also like snuck a win.
Okay, hot take. I might say Australia. I think the US is going to beat Australia.
You're going to play them.
3-0.
All right. I can actually probably go with that.
And nah, Haiti's not in it, is it?
It's not in it.
Yeah.
No. We only did like the larger teams because given the nature of NFTs, we figure some of these countries will not have big enough demand and they'll get infloored. We wanted to respect those countries. Okay, so who's going to score no goals on their next match so that we put up 0 points with the least or the worst performing lineup in the game?
I think...
Who's playing Cape Verde?
I think Sweden's not going to score.
We don't have Sweden. We left them
out. Yeah, Cape Verde is playing Uruguay.
Uruguay couldn't score in the last time.
Let's do them.
Uruguay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our shot at the worst performing lineup. Qatar, Australia, Uruguay. If you guys have cards that you might not like, go and try. I'm going to give you guys a prize. Match day 2, worst performing lineup. I'll give you guys something cool. I promise. Once you have your lineup, you submit it. Easy click of the button. And that's it. I should go through it again. We have way too many players on this. Boom, there you go. One submitted lineup. The UI here tells you how many cards you have, how many lineups you can do, and then you can follow along. The global leaderboard, which is dominated by Germany for match day 1, given that They won 7-1. So, their forwards put up 28 points. That's 4 points per goal. Midfield put up 5 points for winning. And then their defense put up 3 points for only giving up 1 goal. So the way, unless somebody has an all Portugal team or all Colombia team and they win 6-0 or more, the one ether pool prize is going to get split here between K-Dog the Great, Anton, and Crypt Athon, who's been putting together like a full album, I think. We'll be doing a lot of trades. Also, come to the Discord. We will trade with you if you have cards that you need that want differently. We have 191 lineups now for match day 2.
I love that. Keep submitting though, because it's a lot of great opportunities and prizes.
Yeah, and also you can still pull Meebits from the mint.
Yeah.
You can mint. We have our good friend and support of Meebits, Niels, who's been minting nonstop. You don't like your pools, sell them right back to us. Happy to take them off. We'll burn them at some point. We don't want to burn them all yet because we're still doing a lot of trades. And people are selling us some good stuff because they're going for the Meebits. But definitely do that. And any questions, come to the Discord. I did want to share one last video that I found here.
That's awesome.
The US has really fallen in love with football fans as much as football fans from abroad have fallen in love with the US, and you can see from the videos. But this is what's his last? I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Winston, the football quarterback. He's been having a blast doing coverage for one of the networks.
Where does he play football?
I mean, the last time I heard, he was, I don't know, the Buccaneers.
Love it.
Do you have any football, like American football fans in the audience who can tell us where?
I love American football, but I don't know where he plays. He must be a rookie.
And no, he's been around for a while. Definitely. He came out of Florida State, if I remember correctly. Maybe like 5 years ago.
New York Giants.
Oh, he's
a vet, yeah. 2015 NFL draft. Interesting.
Yeah.
He was the Buccaneers.
Originally,
rookie years, then the Saints, shout out New Orleans, and then the Browns, and now the Giants.
So he had a goat yesterday with the...
A goat with the goat.
With the goat. A goat with the Argentina jersey, which is pretty cool, I think.
That's sick.
Yeah. All right. Well, last thing I wanted to share with you today is also as part of we have a lot of people that don't really... Or maybe now they do, but they don't have a lot of connections to football. And I think there's a lot of really cool facts around the World Cup. So there's this account. I don't know if his name is Ian or Iain, but here I'm putting it on the screen. It's IAI Cameron. And he's been putting out some insane kind of like stats that are different than the ones. For example, we have our good partners at PM Analytics. Thank you so much, Paolo, for all the stats that we give you during the live stream come from PM Analytics. And they're awesome. They're all sports based. This Ian guy, he does pre-game stats or during game stats that compare the geography and different characteristics of that nature of the countries. So, for example, here yesterday he was talking about how Austria versus Jordan is the only group stage match where both countries have just 27 kilometers. That's 17 miles for you, my American friends, of frontage of an international body. Prior to that, he was also talking about how Argentina versus Algeria again was the only group stage match between the largest Spanish-speaking country in the world and the largest Arabic-speaking country in the world. So little tidbits like this are really fun, and I would highly suggest following this account to get just like cool stats. Like this one, for example, I really like this one. Iran versus New Zealand is the only World Cup's group stage match where both countries are the sole wild home of a globally recognized animal. Iran has the last Asian cheetahs. I didn't know Iran had cheetahs.
They're so cool.
And New Zealand has the kiwi. We do know. I mean, they go by the kiwis. So yeah, this is a really cool Twitter account that I've been really enjoying following. And
kind of puts it all into perspective too. Like it's so much more than just like the badge they're wearing on the chest. There's so much more that goes into every single country.
Right, which is something we try to share with people with the uniforms and the shirts. Yeah. Like you can really go deep in some of this stuff, and it's just bringing the world together, which is really cool to see. But yeah, before we go, I feel like we owe the audience here our predictions for the matches today.
Cool.
Given how badly we've done.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with France versus Senegal? What's your prediction?
Well, they already played.
Sorry. That's how you gave me that weird look.
Okay, Portugal and DR Congo. I'm gonna say 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah. What do you say?
I'm gonna say 2-0.
Okay.
England, Croatia.
2-0, England.
Okay. 2-0. I am gonna say 1-2. I think Croatia shocks England here. Ghana, Panama.
1-0, Ghana.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a 0-0. And Colombia, Uzbekistan.
Colombia, I'm gonna say 2-1.
2-1. I'm gonna say 3-0.
Cool.
Colombia.
Biased a little bit.
Oh, I mean, are you not biased when we
I'm
talk
kidding,
about the Dutch,
Yeah,
the
course.
Americans,
Of course.
and Jude Bellingham?
Of course.
I do think it's realistic though.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm honestly like happy for Uzbekistan that they made it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, folks. Well, this is an exciting Wednesday. Obviously, tomorrow we have Mexico, Korea, start of match day 2. We talked about fantasy football here for a second, but also we have our watch party with Board Yacht Club and Sports Monkey NFT out in Brooklyn at Berry Park. Come out. We're gonna have a lot of giveaways. Let's be sharing some content. Do follow our Instagram account at the Meebits and our YouTube. We'd love some more follows on the YouTube account. It's also at the Meebits. Appreciate everybody who's minted, who supported. We are very excited for match day 2. We're excited for the knockout stage. We haven't even even teased
There's so much more excitement to come, and make sure you tune in the live streams, submit your brackets today or your lineups today, and
Yeah, and also if you have any food recommendations for Sophie,
you know where to put it in the chat.
put it in the chat. Thank you all so much.